Welcome to Star Citizen. So, how to do trading the safe way? There are several ways to make sure that you avoid confrontation with the pirates, with hostiles. Whenever you are doing trading, you need to consider first of all, it's your money on the line. What are you willing to risk? Secondly, are you willing to stand up against anyone who might be up to get you? For example, just arming yourself with some good weapons and armor. Are you willing to lose it all just because of a server crash or an unpleasant disconnect or something like that? Also, are you willing to fight back or are you just gonna pay off the pirates? First of all, players do say there are pirates, but there aren't that many. I personally have only met pirates like twice, maybe three times. And in one of the scenarios, I indeed was trading, and I gladly paid them off because it was easier to pay 50k than just risk losing it all. There are several types of scenarios where you can actually be robbed. One, there is a stowaway on your ship, or stowaways. To avoid this, always use the lift, and whenever you are leaving the ship, make sure the lift goes back up, so that no one except you can call it back down. Also, try not to use the ramp, as that can also be used by stowaways. Second, they might confront you out in the space, perhaps not far from the trading outpost, maybe just in the orbital marker, orbital station, and they will try to keep you from leaving. If you truly are worried about this, you can use, let's say, a different station on the other side of the planet, fly there, if they would be at an orbital marker, or if they are just above this trading outpost, you might want to go back down and land, perhaps ask for some assistance, and even if they destroy you there, they won't really gain anything from assaulting you. Because if they would collect all the goods that would drop after your ship's been blown up, all of those goods they would need to carry in manually. Because tractor beams aren't allowed to be used at most mining stations. If you manage to avoid whoever might be following you, tracking you, you might also want to be careful the way you travel. You might not directly want to travel to the marker, to the destination. You might want to jump out of quantum travel earlier, might approach it from different direction. Usually this is overthinking it, but the most simplest thing, if you feel like there is someone watching you, you see that someone is looking around in a ship like Mantis, that might keep you from using quantum drive, it might just be a good idea to turn away, log out somewhere in space in your ship, log in a bit later, and do trading in another server. Or if you're truly there, you have some friends or some other reason you want to be in that server, you don't always have to go for the best tradable goods. You can always go for the alternatives. You don't need to go for the laranite and titanium. You can go for the gold, you can go for the diamonds. Because it's better to make profit than pay your profits off to a pirate. If you are tight with cash, it is probably best to pay off the pirates and deliver them. But if you don't really care if you are confronted, you can as equally try to fight back, which will most likely not end well for you. You can also try to crash into them, or you can truly just crash land, so that they would need to pick the remaining goods up by themselves. Piracy really isn't a problem if you're doing trading. I mean, it is a nuisance when it happens, but it shouldn't bother you as much as there are videos about them. It might happen to you in one server out of 10, maybe even less. Personally, doing the simplest, fastest route, and just if you stumble upon pirates, paint them off, and either continuing your route in a different server or just picking a different route will work great. Yes, you do waste some money, but you do not lose your cargo, and you can keep on doing what you're doing. To be truly safe with this, it is best to avoid the specific locations where you can travel. It is better to travel halfway and set up a different location, visit it from different angle. It's not really a problem, but there are certain things you can do to make it safer for yourself. Not leaving the lift open, using perhaps less known trading routes, trading goods, not going the optimal way, going perhaps a bit further, not taking direct but longer routes just to be safe. But don't really be worried about it. If it happens, it happens. Some players keep an eye out. Some ships can scan you from far away. They are not seen. They are extra stealthy. Yeah, because you're in a big ship, they might just scout you out in a small one, make sure you have the goods, and they will try to set up their plan without you even knowing. So you gotta know what you're willing to risk first of all. But if you do get disabled, let's say your ship gets disabled, you can try to fight back. You can get out of your seat, grab a gun, wait for them to get in. But if they do blow you up, there's not much you can do. Anyway, thanks for watching.